This is Nathan with Hexhog Tabletops, and today I wanted to go over the basic part numbering system that we use for our terrain to help make it a little bit easier for you to build your sets. And we're going to use the Hexhog Tabletop software to do this. This is free. You can download it from any of our links or in our Discord or our website or the Kickstarter we're running. To start with here, the very first piece I want to show you is just the frame. So these frames are the basis of the Hexhog system, and this lets you use the terrain toppers there as modular pieces to build hills and whatever. Today we're just going to build a little bit of hills, as that's the easiest way to show you the lettering system here. So to begin with, the hills parts we're going to use are all here from Hinterland Hills, the core set. This is where you'll find all the frames and edges and the basics for the hills, and it's going to show us what we need here. So the first piece is the A01. So what makes this an A is just that all the points are flat. There's no elevation change within this piece. So even if it has some different features like inserts for trees or rocks or even a large boulder, still there's no elevation change at any of the points, so that makes this an A. When we start adding elevation change, we're going to use other pieces. So to begin with here, if we say start with the next piece, which would be a B. A B has just 1 point of elevation change, so it makes this little end of a sharp piece of terrain there. So 1 point of terrain, that makes it a B. If we wanted to go from here to here, well, that would then be a B, C. So let's find the C, and we can put that right in and rotate it into place there. If we want to turn this corner here, we would just use another C, and we have plenty of different variations. So we could use this guy here. Looks a little different, but does the same function. Now let's say instead of going over here, say we want to head this direction. So now we're going to want to go from here to here to here. So it would be a B, C, D. So D's are useful for building straightaways, and the C's let you turn corners pretty easily. B's are real sharp there. So D is for straightaway. What if we want to turn and come out around this way again? So it would be a B, C, D, E. So if we add that E, we swing the turn around, and now we're starting to head out this way. Hannah, don't eat that. If we wanted to do a real sharp turn here, we could use, instead of using the E, the F. So that is a piece that is, as you can see there, B, C, D, E, F, 5 raised points. So now if we were to build on from this, we would then start heading in this direction. So it's useful for making these sort of canyons and things like that. So we have looked at the B, the C, the D, and even the E and F here in this piece. If we wanted to flatten out this hill, then we could bump these up and start putting in either a second level of elevation change or flattening it off, putting in our flats up there so we have some room to hold our guys. So that is the basic parts and numbering system, starting with the A for the flat pieces, and then every point that you add after that, just upping that by 1, so that the B is the single point, C is 2 points, D is 3 points, and so on. Now, this works for these hills that come from the Hinterland Hills set, but we have a couple different height change pieces. So if we go to the back here, you can see there's a single riser here. We also have pieces that have 2 risers and pieces that have 3 risers, or go up that height change amount. We call the 2 risers crags and the 3 risers peaks. But if you can see here, the system for numbering the pieces doesn't change. So if we wanted to just replace this and build it up, we would go from hills as C01 and just go add the crags, the 2 height change. C01, same thing. rotate that into place. There you go. You can see that that jumps up there. This is C03. Well, sure, we can use this guy. Rotate it in, and that is the Crags geometry. Now, on this side here, over here, where we've got these peaks geometry, well, we could do, if we want to do this piece here and match this here, we have B, C, 2 points of contact. Let's go find the peaks set, precarious peaks, and look for that C and rotate it into place there. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting area here. We've built a thing. Can we do this? Can we go from down here to down here? Well, we'll have to do something a little bit different with the tops, but yes, within the crags and the peaks, there are some mixed pieces as well. Those are a little bit more complicated to understand the numbers. I think these guys are just here under G, but basically these are the same thing. So this is what this allows you to do. If we rotate that into place, rotate that into place, peaks on this side, crags on this side. Now, of course, this is going to, these pieces are not aligned correctly for that. We'd have to have built this with a little bit more planning, but I just wanted to show you that those exist. So long and short of it, this is, you've got your, if we start a new subject here, we've got our A's, which are here. No elevation change on any of the pieces, and then every point of elevation change after that, 1 is a B, 2 is a C, so on and so forth. I hope that's helpful. Please feel free to download the Hexhog Habitats tool from our website, or get a link off our Discord, or check out our Kickstarters. You can also get it linked from there and play around with this and let us know what you think. Thank you. Have a good day.